Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to analyze the novels is The Little Prince. Why did we choose the novel? Because it has a quite simple story, but it has a moral value in that the novels. So the first, without any further ado, let's go for the analyzing. The first thing that we got in that novel is the human mind differences. Why did we say that? Because in the first chapters or in the first chapter in the novels, the writer has more imagination in his mind. Like he has drawn something. For giving examples, like in the novel, is he draw 11th snake, and then he asks opinions to the adult people to comment the drawing of him. But adult people has given comment to him. The picture is had. And so it shows in the adult people and the child or children has a different mind, and then we can take a conclusion. In the adult people mind has more, what we call it, like more simple thinkings, or not curiosity with something, like if we just look in directly think, but in the child's or children's thing or children mind, they want to know something, what the picture is meant, like that. So in the writer's thing or thought in his mind, in the drawings has 11 eaten the snake, so that show the differences of the human mind. So the next analyze will be presented with my friends. Thank you.
Okay, now I will continue our group's literary analysis about the Little Prince novel. So, the next point that the novel explains is the belief about there's another life in or beside the earth. This is proven that the book thought that the Little Prince came from another place beside the earth. Because the Little Prince came from the B612 asteroid. So that's why I said that this novel believes that there's another life beside the earth, with the proof of that the Little Prince living place before he came to earth. And then the novel taught us about most people hid their sadness and show them in a certain situation. The novel taught us that the Little Prince always cheerful, right? And he always like curious about everything, anything, and so on. But at one time, when he saw the sunsets, he became more melancholic than always. Like he get reminded of the sad memories that he got there. Maybe That's all my presentation. The next analysis will be taught by the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to continue about my friend explanations before. In the second planet, he met a conceited man. So conceited man means the man who like to show off. From this part of story, we can analyze that in this world, maybe there are some people who look like this conceited man, where they love to be praised, they love to be complimented, right? They love to be admired by other people, and they will not care with anything else besides the praises and the compliments. And then the little prince moved to the third planet. He met a tippler. So, do you know tippler? So, a tippler in this story where the little prince met is someone who drank. Okay, maybe that's the case in our today's life, that many people of us used to forget something, but they use the wrong thing. If we want to forget something, we need to go as far as possible from that thing, right? But some people in our reality, they even do the same thing. So how can they forget that? And then the little prince went to the other planet, where he met a businessman. So in this reality, we can analyze from this part of the story, right, that some people in this world just thinking about material, just for money. They live just for money and didn't care to other, even though maybe their family or their children or their relationship with them. They're just thinking about money and money. They will not care about anything else, right? Then the little prince moved to the next planet, and this planet is the smallest planet he ever met. In that planet, he met a lamplighter. And then the little prince thought, or we can relate it to our reality now, that actually some rules are not are not good enough to be implemented in new era. Sometimes we will find that rules actually will be nice if it is implemented in the past, but not in today's era, right? Same with the lamplighter. Actually, he's an obedient. He is a walker. He is very obedient to the rules, right? But can he analyze more that the orders actually is not suitable in this era? And then the last, from my part, the little prince went to the other planet. He met a geographer. When the little prince heard geographer at his first time, he thought that the geographer know anything about the things of every planets. And then he asked about many planets, but the geographer cannot answer his question, because actually the geographer said, my job is just writing, and the traveler will tell me what they had discovered in any planets in this universe. So we can conclude from this story, or we can analyze that Actually, not all people knows about anything, and actually we cannot judge person from its appearance. So maybe that's all I can told you. The rest of the story will be told by my friends.
So in the chapter 16 until 21, on these chapters, like the chapters tell us about how Little Prince starts his journey on earth. Like the first, he met a fox or like a snake, and then on this chapter that he realized that he is not as rich as he thinks, and then he also realized that the flower, it's not the only flower on his life, because the flower has said to him like, I'm the only one, but in real life when he came to the earth, he saw so many flowers, and then like he think that the flowers like the only his friend lying to him. And then so on this chapter, like this chapter tell us that he realized about everything that he think he have on his life, but the reality is not. Like he think he is rich, but literally he is not.
Third, the little prince encounters a railway switchman. There tells the difference between grown-ups and the children when they are traveling by railway. The railway switchman has seen everything, include that the old man, that the railway switchman has seen everything, include that grown-ups are not appreciating their time or the process. They even sleep or yawning while they even sleeping or yawning while children looking curiously outside the window before the railway stops. He then encounters a merchant who sold pills that had invented to quench thirst. We need only swallow one pill a week, and we would never. We need only swallow one pill a week, and we would feel no need of anything to drink. The merchant said it will save a tremendous of time, or about 53 minutes a week. And we think that this is interpret the grown-ups' habit, which they like something fast, like fast food, to save their time or energy rather than they cooking by themselves. Turns out the story goes back to the author and the little prince on the desert. They become closer, but it was the time for them to return back to their home. The author feels sad because he would never see the little prince again, and the little prince would never come back to the earth either. Little prince said if the author missed him, he could see the stars where they are. He could see the stars on the sky every night, because one of them there will be the little prince who looking at the stars when there will be an earth, so they will be looking at each other. It was similar with old that when we miss someone who no longer by our side, we can look at the stars at night. So that is our analysis about the Little Prince novel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget Don't forget to like and subscribe and give us a comment so that we will do better